A wise man once said, if your money lasts, your luck will change. In the sports betting world, this is 100% the truth. Some days you are going to be running so cold you think you're in the Arctic Ocean. And I'm going to be honest, those days are the absolute worst, man. And they happen to even the best sports bettors. The difference that separates the elite from the casual is dealing with those losses head on and accepting that sometimes, no matter how good the research, things are not going to pan out your way. Here are 3 things that you can do to ensure that you are in the sports betting game for the long term. The number one thing that you need to do in order to stay in the sports betting space long term is very simple: unit management. Unit management is simply just finding a unit size that works for your bankroll and sticking to it. Essentially what this means is you need to find a range that's comfortable for you, and you can guarantee that even if you went on a huge losing streak, you'd still be able to maintain your bankroll and allow yourself to have enough units to stay around. Simply putting a large chunk of money into your account and just deciding, I'll play $10 here, $5 here, $20 here, it's never going to work out for you, and you're going to end up losing a ton of money and be out of luck and out of time. One super easy way for you guys to learn all about the bankroll management and unit management that you need to have a longevity in this game is by going and watching our other video that I've already made talking all about this and how you can properly structure yourselves to guarantee that you make profit. The second most important thing that you can do in sports betting to guarantee longevity for yourself is really simple, man. Do your own research. Unless you guys are following a professional sports handicapper like myself by joining our premium Discord server and following every single play that's put out, you guys need to do your own research. You also need to do your own research even if you are following a professional. The reason that you guys need to do your own research if you're not following a professional is super simple. Most people that go out there and place their slips do it based off common knowledge. Oh, I know Luka Doncic's really good at basketball. Let's take his points over. This is just simply the worst way possible about going about it. And if you really want to make profit in any kind of space here in the sports betting world, you're going to need to understand the ins and outs of every sport that you're trying to attempt to handicap, and you're going to need to start to understand how lines move, where they move, why they move, and truly do a deep dive into understanding how the odds and the players are placed in order to comprehend why you're needing to place the plays that you are. The sad reality is, most of you guys that are in the sports betting space, this is just simply what you do. You pick a player that you like, or that you love, or that is popular or unpopular, and you take the over or the under based off of an image of the perception that you have of that player. This is actually one of the worst possible things you could do in this space, and because of that, 99% of sports bettors are actually losers. So how can we learn to actually use statistics to help you to project winners and losers in events and player props, and to start making you a fat ton of cash? The secret to one of the best ways to make money in the sports betting space is by using tools like Outlier. If you've never heard of Outlier, you're truly missing out. And if you're a first-time user, you can use code HOOV for a discount on your first month. Outlier is one of the best apps in the world when it comes to sports analytics research. Outlier is an app that allows for you to check all of the statistics from player props, money lines, and spreads against themselves in a huge database. It sounds scarier than it actually is, but I will be dropping a full video breakdown of how to use Outlier and many other apps and tools. So if you guys would like that video, make sure you guys comment below, and when it comes out, I will tag you guys in those comments. Essentially, Outlier is a tool you can use to check out all of the numbers and statistics that players have had over the course of this season, last season, head-to-head, last 20 games, home and away. A lot of amazing features that are just going to blow you away and really change the way that you do sports statistics study. One of the craziest parts about all of this is just one reference tool that you guys can use that will change your game. I have hundreds more of these that I have spent over the last 4 years collecting, and I will share all of these with you at some point throughout all of my videos, but just giving you a basic knowledge here of the deep dive that you need to start taking if you want to take this seriously, man. Doing your own research is one of the biggest gifts that you can have, and even if you're following a professional like myself, doing your own research helps to reaffirm the belief that you might have in my slips, and even if I miss a slip, you can see that the data and the research that might have been there there was done properly. But if you want to cut out all of the research, time, and stress of actually trying to do this yourselves, just click the link below, join our Discord server, get the premium ed, and come and eat with us. We've made over 1,000 units over the last year. I have absolutely killed every major market, and I continue to do so day in and day out. The third most important thing that you need to remember if you want longevity in the sports betting space is very simple. Straight bet your plays. I can't express to you enough how much rookie bettors and even veterans make on making parlays and taking them way too often. Straight bets are how you guarantee profit day in and day out, and they are some of the most efficient ways to guarantee that you can have longevity in this space. One of my favorite sayings is straights pay for the lays. Essentially, this means that taking straight bets are going to be what allows you to play higher probability slips like parlays. Straight bets are the easiest to hit out of all the things that you can take, and they have the least implied risk. Because of the fact that you're only relying on one thing to happen, it makes it far more likely that you will hit your prop versus not. When you start to parlay two or more things together, you're really going to struggle with how to properly make money off of it, and you're going to get an insanely huge difference in the actual odds that you are needing in order to cash. This is just simply due to the fact that the odds of hitting a parlay are much higher, and the more you dabble with parlays, the less likely you are to hit slips long term. Now that I've given you the tools to sustain longevity in the sports betting industry, hopefully you guys will start to cash out and be around more. Make sure you guys click that bell, turn those noties on, man. Go start winning.